What do you tell people who are, obviously focusing on Atlanta? Kirk Cousins is there, and their draft choice decision that they made, and we're talking about Atlanta, and Raheem Morris is there, and you know how a lot of players feel about him and respect him, and then there's the Buccaneers who won the division last year and kept all of their folks, and that's where a lot of the, I guess, conversation attention is. What do you say to that, Tyrann?
Well, I think, rightfully so. I think the Bucks have really done a good job of, just closing out the season, the last couple of years, right? I think the division has really come down to, week 17, week 18, right? And those guys have been able to kind of, hold it down. I think anytime you get a new coach, pretty good quarterback with Atlanta and, with the skilled position players that they have, there's always going to be excitement, around that. And rightfully so. I think for us, man, we just come up short, maybe 2-3 years in a row now, man. But what I want the world to know is that, man, you got a motivated Saints team, like we're itching for it. Like we want the challenge. And we're looking forward to it. So, I wouldn't turn the eye to us too much. You know what I mean? Like, because we're gonna come. We come in the season, and we're pretty mad about it. So, you can expect that. You can expect an angry bunch, a team that plays with attitude, a team that plays with edge, and wherever the chips fall, they fall. But we're gonna blow our whole load. Like we're gonna be ready to roll.
What are you angry about? What are you angry?
Well, I think for me, personally,
Okay.
and for the Saints, I mean, historically, like this has been a pretty good team. This has been a team that's made the playoffs, year in and year out. The team that has, pretty much won the division, year in and year out, and it just hasn't gone that way for us. And so, I think all of us are kind of used to, playing in the postseason and winning divisions and just playing in meaningful games. And I think the last couple of years it hasn't really been that for us. So I think it's time for us to kind of get back to who we are, what we're capable of.
Well, I mean, you're going to have some opportunities right off the bus in week one. I mean, you've got an division opener, Carolina. You need to win those games at home. And then after that, I mean, at Dallas, that's always an attention grabber, certainly there in the Gulf South. The Eagles come into your house. That is of significance. Then you're at Atlanta, and it's always on when those two teams have at it. At the Chiefs on a Monday night, whole country will be watching that, and then home for Tampa. In the first 6 weeks, that's pretty big. You can make a statement right off the bat.
Sure.
Tyrann.
Yeah, and it's a great challenge. I mean, all those teams are, perennial, playoff teams. I think some of those teams have, this great excitement, right? They have new coaches, new players, and so, I think the first 6-7 weeks for us is going to be extremely important. I think whereas, a lot of teams kind of worry about the back half of the season, I think it's going to be all about how we start, this season. And so, obviously you want to be healthy. You want your best players out there, but, you always look forward to the challenge. And so, like you said, Rich, I mean, it's a lot of great teams on that list, but, we putting in work. Training camp has been, everything we thought it would be. It's challenging. We're going against a new offensive scheme. You know what I mean? So, it's helping us kind of sharpen up our axe. You know what I mean? And communication and, just all the things that go into playing good defense. And, I think offensively, it's a lot of excitement on our side too. Like we can't wait to see those guys, do what they do, in this offensive scheme. And so, we're looking forward to it.
What are you willing to share about what's different on that side of the ball, Tyrann? New offensive scheme.
Oh, man, it's fun, man. I say, the attitude, man. I think the energy and then the attention too. Like, we got a lot of young guys on that side of the ball, and those guys are focused. They're ready. They're excited about it, and we know we got the playmakers too. We got a running back that can do it all. We got obviously Taysom Hill. He's another guy that can do it all, and I think we have enough speed and enough athleticism, on the outside that we could run the ball, we could throw the ball. We'll be able to do whatever we want to do. As long as those guys, just stay committed to it. You know what I mean? And so, it's going to be fun defensively, for sure, seeing those guys score points and, just run the yards up, that creates more opportunities for guys like me to close out games.
Yeah, and then you got 2 home dates that are going to be jump off the screen at you as well. After those first 6 games, you got a Thursday night game against the Broncos with Sean Payton coming back into the house. What do you think that's going to be like that night?
That's going to be fun. That's going to be exciting.
Okay.
I think anytime, man, you can, play against quality opponents. You could play against quality coaches. That brings fans, man. That brings the energy to the building. You know what I mean? I think amongst players and fans, like we all know, what these games mean, right? And it kind of goes without being said, right? And so I think for our fans, it's going to be exciting. And I think for the players, man, like it won't be hard to get up for that game.
Right, for sure. And then your quarterback's got the Raiders coming into his house, in the house. What do you think it's going to be like for Derek on that week, Tyrann?
Well, hopefully we could play great defense that day and just continue to give him the ball and just give him as many chances as we can to score points, right? Because obviously, he would have hope that that kind of stint ended a little better than it did, and so we're looking forward to it.
Okay, in the few minutes I have left with you here, just to not to stir it up, but I'll do it anyway. You don't mind if I stir it up. When you referred to the Falcons' new quarterback as pretty good, sounds like there could be more stronger adjectives to be applied to the opposing quarterback. Tyrann, pretty good.
Well, he's always been a great quarterback. I think he's always been overachiever. I think he's always been a guy that can really take what you give him and make the most of it. And so he's not a quarterback that I'll ever disrespect or I'll ever overlook. I think he can make every throw. I think he can put his team in position, at the line of scrimmage to be in the best play call. So, and he's done this a long time, so I played against him a few times and just looking forward to it, man. You love playing against great players. You love playing against great coaches. And me personally, man, I love playing against quarterbacks that give me a chance. To make a play. So I just look forward to that.
That's a 12-year veteran answer right there. That's a guy who's been in the league a dozen years right there. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.